Here we are, San Joaquin River. Water hyacinth abounds. Chris Gupto of Operation 9 to 99 and myself, Elias Reese of Coalface Creations, manufacture the feather raft. Spent probably combined 8 hours out here. Then I'll walk you through what we were able to accomplish. Sorry. Branch or something in my bathing suit. Here's what I look like after walking in the muck. Alright, back to the tour. This was all completely covered from where we started the video to where I'm about to take you. What you see ahead of you is dead hyacinth with another weed growing on top of it. Not really sure what that one is, but it makes the job twice as hard because the roots, they basically grow together and kind of suture the hyacinth together and make it more difficult to separate and then send on river, downriver. So we got a good 100 yards cleared off, but I'll show you how much more there is to go. We barely scratched the surface. We're trying to clear the way for, log. We're trying to clear the way so that we can paddle through here with Paddle to the Sea of Tuolumne River Trust. They've been doing an annual Paddle to the Sea starting up in the Sierras on the Tuolumne River and working their way all the way down to San Francisco. So I sponsor the event because I enjoy using the rivers. And then I'll join their legs, which are stretches of the river that are open to the public to paddle. So I've done 2 with them for probably a total of about 8 miles on the river, and I plan to do this section, another log, this section, and get my keys in the water, this section and another one above this. This is supposed to happen on Sunday. Today's Wednesday. I don't think we're going to be able to clear this on time. And Saturday is from, I forget, Shiloh Bridge actually, on the Tuolumne River, and ending at Old Fisherman's Club on the San Joaquin. There's my buddy's rake. He forgot it, so I'm gonna pick it up. Chris's rake. We kind of break it up with our hands, use the tools when we need to. Him and Phil McKay prefer using rakes. I prefer a shovel because it'll chop right through hyacinth real easy. So where I've reached so far took Chris 2 or 3 hours to get about this far. Here's where I joined the fight with him. And as you can see, the stuff's 3 or 4 feet above the water, so it's really difficult to tell which way you're going. I prefer to work in water waist deep or shallower, otherwise you can't get much leverage on the plants. And then again, it took us several hours to get to this point where we broke through the old clog, which had other plants growing on top of it, and then reaching probably a later backup of hyacinth, which is still alive. So really spraying this stuff doesn't really help. It just lets other plants grow on top of it and makes it worse. Makes it worse, the mat. if the other plants don't float, eventually, yes, stuff should sink. But then that depletes a lot of the oxygen in the water for decomposition. And then the water is not, doesn't have dissolved oxygen content where the fish could even survive. So what I ended up doing was kind of cutting a straight path, thinking I could make it along the left side of those weeds up ahead. But in reality what happened is I ran into a sandbank, or a sandbar, and you'll see. That's where I decided to call it quits, because even if I do make a little bit around that, I've got much more to go. And I don't think with myself and just Chris we're going to be able to clear this by Sunday. But I wouldn't mind trying still. So here we are coming to the end. You see it starts to taper off less and less and less wide. Just trying to work in manageable chunks where I can send them downriver where they wouldn't clog up what was already open. And this is still paddleable if you had to get through it, but you'll see it really dead ends. Here, this is mid-shin deep mud. And I'm about 4 feet of water right now. Try about 3 feet of water, 2 feet of water, and a sharp incline out of the water. As you can see in the background, see those vehicles passing? That's the bridge, the 132. And it is completely blocked from bank to bank from here all the way back to that bridge. So we cleared this section plus another 50 yards. Where those cliffs start on the right hand side is where we cleared to. A fraction of the problem. Alright. Oh, if you want to help, join our Facebook group. It's called Tuolumne River AIS. Stands for Aquatic Invasive Species. And I know this is San Joaquin, but we're scheduled to paddle this, so this Tuolumne River is a tributary of the San Joaquin. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.